you got to do that too. I asked him, I said, hey, is this a surprise or not? The Glendale team lost all 5 of their starters last year. I asked him, was he surprised at this year's team's accomplishments? Here's what he had to say.
I'm sure we're surprised. I don't imagine there's anybody in town that would have thought where we are right now, including the coaching staff. But we had a couple of good players coming back in Lakin and Ruhlman, and a good supporting staff to go with them. Some kids have been in our program all along, worked real hard, and they just play together tremendously. Just very unselfish, and it's just a tremendous team effort. So at this point, it's not surprised. If you watch them on the floor, you're not surprised in what they can do.
You talk about your program. You're the freshman head coach. You guys are doing pretty well there, too. 15-2, playing for the championship tomorrow night. Is that right?
Yeah, playing championship tomorrow night. We've got a real good bunch of freshmen. In fact, we've got one freshman playing up here on the JV team. So we've got a good group to build around here in the coming years.
Coach, if you were to think, focus on one thing that you guys, Glendale, had to do to win tonight's game, what would that be?
Well, it would probably be the fact that this is going to be a very electrically charged game with the rivalry here of Kickapoo Glendale, and plus it's a big conference game. I would say the main thing is to keep your head about the game and to come out with your game plan and to stick with it. Maybe the team that maybe gets away from their game plan and gets maybe carried away with the emotion might be the team that bring in the win at the end.
Visiting Kickapoo Chiefs. Head coach Roy Green. The Chiefs are 14-8 on their record. They're 1-2 in the conference. And it's senior, the 5'6" senior, Mike Fletcher, the point guard, does a great job of handling his club.
Mike's a steady player.
Phil Johnson, he's the key, he's the hub. Those two guys right there are the hubs for this year's team. Johnson, an excellent athlete. And here's the scrapper right there, Greg Barber. You'll find him on the floor a lot. Brad Moore at forward, and in the center, the big physical ball player, Jason Brents. Chiefs 14-8. That's my mess up there. The Chiefs lost earlier this week. Falcons 15-5 on the year. Undefeated in the conference. Here's the man for Glendale. He's the shooter, can shoot from everywhere. Tyler Ruhlman. A senior, Chad Lakin. Rob Broadus, the other senior guard here for this Glendale team. Jason Johnson, the center. And Scott McKinney, the other forward. One thing that's unusual, boy, these guys are psyched up tonight, are they not?
Oh, they're ready, Tony.
Glendale's a little bit smaller than they usually are. They've always got a 6'8", 6'9" guy in there. Their tallest guy is Ruhlman, and everybody else is about 6'2", 6'3", 5'6". Something unusual. The Chiefs coming here as a more physical team.
Well, you can watch Glendale to work the ball and pass the ball around tonight real well, Tony. And you'll probably notice Kickapoo will hit the boards real hard tonight.
Well, folks, if it sounds like we're straining because we're going to have to be. We're right here in the middle of the crowd, and boy, it gets loud. So bear with us, if you will. About ready to start tonight's game. Chiefs won the game earlier this year, 60-58 on Phil Johnson's three-pointer in the last second. That was at Kickapoo. We're now at Glendale. And we're about ready to begin.
Tony, I didn't know that was Ruhlman. I had him in also one of my camps also.
Now you know, it'll be Ruhlman and Johnson with the tip. The Falcons get it. That should be a key matchup. Phil Johnson will start off man-to-man on Ruhlman. One of the best things about this Falcon team, one of the big surprises this year, is their teamwork, their ability to play together, their passing.
Well, you can see right now, Tony, Kickapoo is sitting in a 2-3 zone. It looked like they was matching up, but right now they're back into a 2-3 zone.
Coach Roy Green said before the game, I'm going to go with what worked the last time we played and see what kind of adjustments the Falcons will make. Falcons have 2 senior guards and 3 junior backcourt men, or front court men, excuse me. Pass to Ruhlman in the corner.
He can shoot it.
He doesn't miss too often. And the game last week against Blue Springs has scored 27 points in that first half.
Well, Mike's already.
I don't think he even missed a shot.
Mike's already forcing the defense out right now. As early as it is in the game, he's extending his defense already.
We're look for a game in the 50s tonight. Both of these teams have not scored in the 60s against each other for a long time. Ruhlman comes up with the rebound on the missed shot. Well, a big factor for Glendale has got to be, boy, if they can get a quick lead and take advantage of this crowd.
The crowd will keep them in.
Chad Lakin. So the Falcons come out and hit their first two. Turnover. Those are the kind of turnovers that happen at the beginning of a intense game.
Well, Mike's has his defense extended out a little bit farther than usual.
Nice pass inside.
Excellent pass. Now, this is not a press here. A lot of people will get this confused with the press. This is only a 2-3 zone, but extended out higher. You notice they'll set back.
Oh, what's the strategy there? Just get in their face a little bit?
Well, just keep the tempo in their favor. Not necessarily force a turnover.
Johnson in, finally. So the Chiefs are on the board at 6-2. We've got 5 minutes left here in the first quarter of tonight's game. Mike Fletcher doing a good job, in and out, trying to cover on that three-point play. I'll tell you, that three-point play has really revolutionized or changed the game. There's that to the corner to Ruhlman. Well, they're going to have to do something about that.
Kickapoo is going to have to adjust to that baseline pick that they're setting for Ruhlman and throwing the ball over the defense.
So Ruhlman comes up with the 4 quick points. It's 8-2. Inside, Johnson partially blocked. But it'll be a foul on Tyler Ruhlman. And I love the sign, before the game, Ty Slamma-Jam. That's great. That's great. Just an excellent coaching job by Mike Keltner and his staff this year. This team not picked to do much, really. They had all 5 starters lost from last year, and they're 15-5 this year.
Well, Mike's an excellent coach. Mike has a philosophy. If he can play defense, he can score points. So that's the key, I believe, Tony. He knows his team can play good defense, so he knows he'll get some points.
Glendale lost the B crew from last year, and I'm talking about Aaron Benson, Bacon, Boswell, and Bracker. And then they also lost Scott Mann, so they lost a pretty impressive starting 5, but they've come back in great fashion this year.
Coach Green's done a good job with these 5.
Lakin from 3. Have they missed yet? I don't think they have. It's 10-3. Timeout for the Chiefs. We've got 4:09 left in the fourth quarter. The Falcons spurt to an early lead. We'll be right back. It's kind of exciting. High school basketball at its best. We're glad to bring it to you here on Cable 20. 4:09 left in the first quarter, 11-3.
That's that
Falcons, they lead.
That 2-3 zone again, Tony.
Roy Green is countered. He brings in Wyrick, who's a better ball handler at the guard position.
Yes, Wyrick can pass the ball.
Inside to Johnson. Not a good shot. Good defense by Ruhlman. Johnson's the key for the Chiefs. He's outstanding. You see some of the crowd there with their...
Okay, now they're in a box and 1, Tony. Glendale's dropped into a
Ruhlman, traveling on McKinney.
No, right now they're playing a box and 1 on Lakins.
On Lakin.
So,
Jason Brent takes it all the way in, but he's stopped. Good anticipation by the Falcon defense, and well, that shot was blocked cleanly and squarely.
Well, no doubts about that one.
Wyrick tried to pass it inside. That would have been a tough shot had he made that. He comes up with a loose ball. The Chiefs will start it over again, but good defense by the Falcons. They're really aggressive out there.
They're moving. Mike has a good defensive job. He does a good job of defense.
They've got Ruhlman on Johnson. Inside, I think that was to Barber, supposedly, but no go, and it's a turnover. The Chiefs look really out of sync right now.
Now, if you watch the defense on this end, there's Mike holding Lakin one-on-one.
It's Barber, Greg Barber on Ruhlman, and he makes a steal there. Barber's a really heady defensive player for the Chiefs. Chiefs, to me, look like they're going to have to start opening it up that inside a little bit by putting down some shots from the outside.
Well, they're going to have to shoot from the outside if they want to open up the inside. Right now, they look like they're a little bit nervous. They need to settle down just a little bit.
A little bit tentative, partially, of course, because of this Glendale defense. They've really kept the intensity level up. 2:22 left in the first quarter. It's 11-3, the Falcons lead. Mike Fletcher with the drive, no good. Rebound to Jason Johnson. Right now, the Chiefs, when they're not turning the ball over, are not able to convert their shots. And most of them have been forced shots. No, nice pass, wide open. Beautiful pass from McKinney, who found Johnson wide open for the layup.
I don't think Coach Green can stay in that box and one zone too long because Glendale's an excellent passing team.
Another tip ball, which goes out of bounds, but Falcons now lead it 13-2. Into the game is Denny Cox. He will go in for Jason Brent. I think what that might give them there is a little bit better passing in that middle. Middle of the zone offense. Inside, Cox deflected, turnover.
Well, right now they're not moving and stepping to the ball quick enough.
McKinney from about 12 feet. (15-3). Good job, Fletcher. Goes right through the hands of Cox.
Well, Tony, I'm not sure what's the lowest amount of points in one quarter, but
Johnson finds his way through, but it'll be called for a traveling. But the Chiefs are headed that way.
It looks like they're headed that way with 3 points here.
15-3, but we've got just 40 seconds left here in the first quarter, and there's a foul on Wyrick.
Foul's on 23, Wyrick.
That's only the first foul of the game. The second foul of the game. Oh, there's Ruhlman wide open from about 15. No good. He probably should have taken it where he was. He was wide open then.
Tried to close the gap just a little bit.
Chiefs have basically been passing it around the perimeter, not able to get the ball at all inside. Johnson.
Well, see, they're playing with it too much outside. They need to move a little bit.
Barber keeps the ball alive. It'll be a foul on Johnson. Yeah, they're passing the ball too much on the perimeter.
Well, they're standing on one side of the floor a little bit too long, passing the ball. To beat a zone, you have to move the ball. You don't have time to sit there and look at the ball and turn around and look at the basket. You have to move it.
15-3, 16 seconds left. Probably trying for the last shot, I would think. 10 seconds. Wyrick from 3. It's going to be short. Rebound to Cox. It gets out of his hands to Barber. Picks up the junk and puts it in, and that's the end of the first quarter. Pretty much all Glendale. 15-5. We'll be back for the second quarter. to me, the most impressive thing of that first quarter.
Well, they played good defense. They haven't gave Kickapoo very much chance to get back into the game. They've taken Kickapoo crowd out of the game. So right now they're having their way.
Brad Moore into the game, throws up a shot. Not going to be able to live to win a game with shots like that.
No,
hey, we'll take it for now, huh? Coach Green says that's 4 points in a row for them, so it's 15-7. Man-to-man now for the Chiefs. Pass inside to Lake, and he drives all the way and in. Barber slipped outside, and that left Lakin all the way for the drive.
Lakin's a strong, steady kid.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Look at the arms of this guy. It looks like a nose guard or a linebacker.
Did he play football?
Maybe he did. He must have. Jason Brent hits the floor for the Chiefs. Pass inside to Brent. That'll be a foul there on McKinney. That's McKinney's first foul, I believe. I think it's 3 team fouls now on the Falcons. It is 17-7.
That was on 25.
17-7. The Falcons lead this by 10. They've had good distribution of scoring. 4 points for Roman, Johnson 5 for Lakin, 2 for McKinney. Broadus is the only one not on the board, but that's not atypical of the Falcons. He doesn't really shoot the ball much. There's Johnson from his corner spot. Jason Brent to the boards, and it goes in.
Kickapoo is on the board.
That's what they need from Brent. He's got the bulk, he's got the size inside. They need him to hit the offensive boards.
If they're going to get back into it, that's what they're going to have to do, Tony.
17-9, back to the 8-point lead. It's Johnson on Ruhlman inside, which is a good matchup. Both good athletes. Johnson, of course, played quarterback for the Chiefs.
Well, Roman would prefer to step outside more so to stay inside. He's a lot more effective outside, I believe.
Inside to Lakin, cutting up the middle. Great shot. Made the cut up the middle and beat Barber, and still had a very difficult shot, but put it in, coming straight on to the basket. That's not easy. Fletcher doing a good job of penetrating to Brent, and he puts it in 2.
That's one way to beat that 2-3 zone, is to get the ball in the middle and back cut.
And it also helps to get a little penetration there so you can dish off. That's really the first time they've been able to do that all game. 19-11. We've got 5:40 now left in the second quarter. Boy, Chad Lakin's been the big star, big story for Glendale. He's got 9 points thus far. I tell you, they haven't missed many shots, have they? Greg Barber just about steals it, but Lakin from 15.
He feels it tonight, it seems like.
Barber perhaps taking a couple too many chances there. Brent had the ball, and it goes out of his hands. The pass was there, he just missed it. Roman inside, oh, Barber just...
Looked like they got him on the arm before the block.
Number 23, Myrick, returns to the team lineup, replacing Barber.
41, the foul is on Brad Moore. That's his first.
15-second rule to the line, shooting 2. Todd Arbeitman, number 10 for the Falcons, replacing Broadus.
Todd Arbeitman in the game. Replace Broadus. Tyler Roman to the line to shoot 2. That's point number 5 for him, about 6'5". Boy, can this kid shoot the ball. He can also pass it. Good all-around player.
He's always been able to shoot the ball. I think he was born shooting the basketball because he's always had that nice touch on it.
Doesn't miss many. Falcons now into man-to-man. Brad Moore from the corner misses it by a mile.
They don't want to start that.
They were practicing that before the game, I think. Johnson throws it up. Good pressure defense. Wyrick tried to save it, but couldn't, and the Falcons get the ball. 23-11. 12-point lead. The Chiefs want a timeout. Chiefs haven't been able to get into it. Right now it's still all Falcons. They lead by 12.
Bar none, every year since 1981, the Springfield Magazine restaurant polls have named Aunt Martha's Pancakes the very finest in town. Aunt Martha's Pancake House at 1700 East Cherokee makes them from scratch. Every flavor from apple to peanut butter, from blueberry to Tropic Isle. And don't forget waffles or the ham and egg special. There's also a complete lunch and dinner menu. For the best in home cooking, trust your Aunt Martha.
23-11 is the score. The Kickapoo cheerleaders out there performing, and that's about the only thing that Kickapoo section has had to cheer about. Their team is down by 12, and they have really not been able to get into it. Coach Roy Green talked to him before the game. He has a series of plays and on index cards, which he has ready to go, and I'm sure he's trying to pull one of them out right now.
Well, Coach Green has to try to pull out as many plays as he can at this time, Tony. I mean, they're behind by 12, and they need to at least try to go into halftime, at least down by 6.
Well, I guess his goal right now is let's just hang in here. Let's just stay in the game, and
let's
maybe
keep
at
it
halftime
close.
we can get it back together or something. But right now, the Falcons kind of on the verge of blowing this one out a little bit, although it's still a long ways to go, but they're ahead by 12 and show no signs of letting up. Chad Lakin has spurred the Falcons on. He's got 11 points. Tyler Roman with 6. Those are their two major offensive threats. Roman. Falcons doing a good job, patient. Good strip. Fletcher stripped him of the ball, but McKinney steals it back.
Fletcher is one of those little pesky defense player. He will follow you all over the court.
There's the guy they want to get the ball in the hands of, Roman. He stops from about 3 points, no good. Wyrick with a rebound. Good defensive series for the Chiefs. Boy, this game last year had some college scouts at it.
Oh, they had players. I mean, they had some excellent ball players.
Johnson comes up with the loose ball, puts it back and in. He'll have a chance for 3. Last year, the Chiefs had Norris, Bauer. They also had their big David Williams, 6'8" center. On Glendale's side, they had Doug Bacon, who was playing baseball, Boswell. Who else did they have? I know they had a few more, didn't they? Boy, how soon we've Aaron Benson.
They'll come back here in a second.
Yeah, Aaron Benson, who is now playing with the Air Force Academy, 6'8" center. He was an outstanding ball player. Of course, the year before they had Brewer.
Right.
Who now plays for SMS. So these been some outstanding players on both of these teams in the last couple of years. Phil Johnson completes the 3-point play. He's now got 6, and the Chiefs are back to within 9. Chiefs picking up the pressure on the man-to-man defense, putting the heat on. They've changed. They've got Fletcher now on Lakin. He was eating up Barber. Barber perhaps was taking a little too many gambles, and Lakin was making him pay. Roman throws it up. Good defense by Johnson. Tyler tried to drive and lost his balance and had to do something. Coach Mike Keltner not happy, as you see.
Well, Kickapoo is starting to extend their defense so far out now.
Johnson inside off the board, no good. Got a good shot, though. They're getting the ball, starting to get a little bit better shots here. 23-14.
Well, you can feel the momentum switching around just a little bit.
2:20, about 2:20 left. Nice pass inside to Roman, the pump fake. Oh, just missed. But it'll be a foul, I think, either on Fletcher. I believe it's on Fletcher. No, it's on Brent. That's who I thought of. Jason Brent with a foul. That's his second. And Tyler Rollman will go to the line. He's 2 for 2 so far. Halftime, Charlie Spoonhauer will be our guest. They've got a big game this weekend.
Revenge.
Revenge time, huh? A friend of mine who loves to put these banners up at all these games. Remember last year, the Clemson game? No Clemson after Atlanta. Remember that sign?
Yeah.
NCAA? He's got a couple of them for this Western Illinois game. The Leathernex is their name. He's got the few, the proud, the doomed is one of his signs he's got. Of course, a reference to Spoon's Temple of Doom. A junk ball. Brent's picked it up. I tell you, the Chiefs have almost lived on the errant passes, and they're just doing anything to stay in this ball game, aren't they?
I tell you, they're taking some risky passes, making some risky passes right now.
That's McKinney, his second foul. And Jason Brent will go to the line to shoot 2. 24-14. Falcons have led at one time by 12. Back to 9 points, 24-15, 148.
Kickapoo has jumped into a 2-2-1 press, full court press right now.
Falcons have done a good job of handling it. It may be cold outside, but it's definitely heating up here inside.
It's starting to steam up a little bit right now.
127. McKinney, Lakin, off the board.
I don't know that he called bank on that or not.
I didn't hear him call board, but hey, the results are what he wanted. Boy, he's red hot. That's 13 now for Chad Lakin. He's played an outstanding game. Earlier this week, the Falcons bulldozed the Bulldogs pretty good, beat them by about 25. That wasn't even close. Fletcher with a penetration for 2.
Mike Fletcher.
He may have a few more of those shots here in the second half. I think he's going to have to make a few of those if the Chiefs are going to come back.
Well, I think Fletcher's going to start penetrating. There goes the steal there.
Steal by Barber. Beautiful fake and goes to the hoop.
That's a delay of game.
That'll be a warning to Scott Smith. Warns the Chiefs, hey, leave the ball alone, no delay of game. 30 seconds. Chiefs are down 1-7. Hey, consider how much they've been outplayed. They can hang tough these next 30. You got to feel fortunate. Rollman all the way, no good. Jason Brent will be called for the foul. Good rebound by Jason Johnson. And that's 3 on Jason Brent.
Well, that's one good sign. Kickapoo is not, Glendale is not in the 1-1 right now.
Well, I'm wrong. Actually, that's only 2 on Brent.
Brock Sanders in for Wyring.
Brock Sanders checks in for Jason Wyring. We got 7 points down. The Chiefs are. It's 26-19. The Falcons lead. 17 seconds. I'm sure they'll be playing for 1. Three seconds. The steal by Barber. He throws it up from half court. Well, that'd have been something if he'd have made that. But the Chiefs hang tough. And at the end of the game, we may see just how important that was. It's 26-19. The Falcons lead at halftime. We'll be back in just a moment. Blow this game out. Suddenly the Chiefs have hung in there. They've got a lot of loose balls, a lot of those junk baskets under the goal, but they've hung in there and only down by 7.
Well, Glendale started out with Ruhlman hitting the jump shot, Lakin started to shoot the ball very well, and all of a sudden Coach Green made a change. He took Barber off of Lakins and switched Mike Fletcher, the quicker guard, on him. So that way he cut down some of the outside shooting from Lakins.
Well, Lakin, I don't know if he really cut down Lakin too much, because Lakin's got 13 points, or 14 points, no, 13 points. He's been their main man. Ruhlman's got 7. But Lakin's been their big star tonight. But it seemed to me the key was they just got the loose baskets under the goal. They just played hard and didn't give up, and they're still in the game.
Well, they had nothing to lose, first of all, coming out tonight. I mean, they had to come out tonight and just throw everything at Glendale as possible, and that's the way Coach really felt like he had to do tonight.
Keith, one of the big things about this time of year is you want to get your team peaked at the right time, and I had a chance to talk to Coach Roy Green about that very thing.
Well, Tony, we work on a lot of different things through the year, and I think we focus down on some things that we do well by the end of the season. And you know, maybe we try to do too much early. Maybe we'd peak about December if we started out that way. But we do find out some things about our kids and find out certain things they can do in offense and defense, and try to focus in on those and use the things we do best toward the end of the year.
As far as preparation, I'm going to move this ball out of the way. Here we go. We're talking here before the JV game. As far as preparation, you know, you hear about college coaches, the NFL coaches, how much preparation they go, reading the film, looking at film, etc. You have a little list yourself, don't you?
Well, I have some crutches, some little cheat cards here, I guess, that, you know, I'm getting old and my memory's slipping a little bit, and I really don't like to leave too much to chance. I may not look at those in the game, but somewhere along the line, you know, I look through them and just see if I've forgotten something that we want to try to take advantage of.
Well, Coach, you're not getting old, but coaching can sure make you hold in a hurry, can it not?
Well, a few of those one-pointers right there at the end on the three-point shot, you know, those put on the years in a hurry.
If you were to do one thing tonight to win this game, what one thing would that be? What absolute thing you have to do to win tonight?
We'd like to hit every shot we take, but that's impossible, you know. I think probably one key thing is we need to get an equal share of the rebounds, and if we can get some offensive rebounds especially, we're going to be in pretty good shape.
Back here talking with head coach Charlie Spoonhauer, the SMSU Bears. Scored halftime 26-19. Glendale leads. They're at the entertainment there on the floor. Coach, got a big game here Saturday night against Western Illinois. I understand it could be some not really great feelings towards Western. You'd like to win this game, in other words.
We need to win the ball game, Tony. It's a big ball game for us because it's a conference game, and Western really played well against us up at their place and completely dominated the basketball game, and so it would be good for us to come out and play well tomorrow night.
Well, now let me ask you. I mean, nobody's watching this game, but if as far as Western's concerned, they played their starters, all 5 starters for the whole game. That doesn't usually make the other guy happy.
Oh, it was. I tell you, they just played well, and we didn't play. They could have played you and me against us. And I started to say Hilliard, but things aren't that tough yet. They could have played the two of us, and we couldn't have done anything. They just had a good basketball game. And what we've tried to impress on our players is that it's a big basketball game because it's a conference game. We're still tied for the league lead, and probably in reality, Tony, they did us some good by beating us because I guarantee it woke us up. If we had any ideas it was going to be easy, we were over that pretty quick.
Now, Coach, that seems like that's been the most positive thing. Boy, these guys are banging on them drums. I can hardly hear you, but been the most positive thing about your team this year is they seem to learn. They don't hang their heads. They just, hey, okay, forget it. Let's go on.
It's really kind of a funny team. I know Keith saw them early, and we weren't very good at all early. I'm sure he'd be happy to agree with that. We just weren't very good at all, and I didn't know if we'd win any ball games, period. And we'd start out and win a couple, and I thought, well, I don't know how many we can win. And they just sort of fool around, and they've really surprised me at times because they played very well, and they played well together, and they played hard, and that's been the secret to everything.
They don't seem to be a real emotional team, but it's just a real workmanlike. Hey, we got a job to do. We're going to go do it.
Well, Stuckey, of course, is the only emotional player we've got, and I kind of, at times I try to gear him down, but I sort of like that because Stuckey gets everybody going, and he maybe gets a little bit excited, but it's still in a good way. This ball game tonight is a good basketball game. This is a heck of a game.
Yes, it is. Coach, thanks for stopping by. Good luck against Western. I'm sure it'll be a good ball game.
You talk about some defense, because I know all Hilliard will do is talk about offense.
Coach Charlie Spoonhauer, head coach, of course, of the SMSU Bears. We will now go to our regular halftime feature on Lakin.
They're playing a man-to-man, tight man-to-man defense.
28-23.
There's that cross-court
the
pass.
Corner, McKinney. That's 4 for McKinney. This is a good shooting ball club, the Falcons. And they do a nice job of setting picks for the shooters and opening them up for the shots. Johnson inside, couldn't wait to get that ball. He was wide open.
Well, there's the man right there, Johnson.
That's 8 now for Phil Johnson. Chad Lakin to Broadus in the lane. Ruhlman from about the free throw line.
You have to get a hand up at least in his face. He's there with defense, but you have to have a hand up.
So Tyler Ruhlman now has 11. It's 32-25. The Falcons by 7. Jason Brent almost open there inside. Johnson from the corner. Swish. And that's 10 for Johnson. Both teams coming out pretty hot right now. 32-27.
Well, with Kickapoo being behind, they can't afford to trade baskets.
Back to a zone now for the Chiefs. Now, why would you do that if your man-to-man's been successful?
Well, I don't. What I think what Coach Green is trying to do with that zone, he can trap out of it a little bit more. He can let Fletcher run around a lot more. See, Fletcher by far is the quickest player out there on the court right now. So he's one of those little small kids. He can run around and trap everywhere.
And they put Wyrick in, who was a quicker in place of Moore. He's quicker, so that would support that theory as well. They lose some height there.
There it goes.
Good steal by Barber. Barber, that's the kind of ball player he is. He's scrappy. He'll make the steals, make the rebounds for you. He leads his team in rebounds from his guard position. Chiefs had a chance to cut this lead down to 2 or 3. Well, they've really maintained their composure well.
Well, they have a good coach. Don't I couldn't see him getting too far out of control with Coach Green sitting over there.
Chiefs doing a job now of being patient. That was almost in. It'll go off of Glendale to Kickapoo. That was in and out. Three-pointer there, and the Chiefs are only down by 2. They won the first game earlier this year on a last-second three-point shot by Phil Johnson. Now look for this game to probably go down to the wire as well. Mike Fletcher, boy, does a good job of running this club.
He's a steady point guard.
Wyrick from 3, no good.
I'm not sure Coach Green wants those shots there this early in the game.
Lakin is yet to get a shot off here, I think. And is that right? In this second quarter?
Uh-oh,
there it is. Ruhlman. Boy, you just know almost every time he gets the ball, he's going to steal it. Good effort by Broadus trying to steal the ball for Glendale, but Brock Sanders now comes in the line for Wyrick.
Well, for a second, we thought we was going to have a high-scoring third quarter here, but right now, both teams have kind of settled down a little bit.
It's funny how that happens. At the beginning of those quarters, you feel the surge of energy, action going forth, and then they start settling down. And here's the Falcon defense is starting to pack it in farther inside, aren't they?
Well, they don't want to get the ball inside and to Phil for sure.
Fletcher with the drive. Stolen. Lakin, good pass, but good effort by Johnson. Good hustle. It'll still go to the Falcons, but he prevented a layup. To the corner for McKinney. 3 points.
This might be McKinney's quarter this half.
Boy, they do that so well. They set up those picks, and McKinney's just wide open, just sitting there waiting to take that shot. He's 3 for 3 from the field, according to my statistics. Barber, that's going to be no good. Good rebound, or thought Brent had it, but
good effort, Brian.
Jason clears the board. Jason Johnson, 35-27, the lead's back up to 8. At the half, Glendale led by 7. To Ruhlman. Yes.
They're right now, Glendale is breaking them down with the little basic, simple passes. Quick as they catch it, they move the ball down.
The Chiefs stopped hitting all of a sudden. Brock Sanders from 3, no good.
Right now, the momentum is in Glendale favor all the way right now, Tony.
No question about it. They're up now by 10. Inside to Johnson, that left-handed shot, no good. Well, the crowd would have went crazy if he'd have made that one. Inside, Barber was wide open. Well, he was left alone. He was left alone, and that stems the tide a little bit, 37-29. Good passing. Oh, nice passing on the breaking of the press by the Falcons. They played Blue Springs last Saturday. Three-pointer.
I think they're going to have to go to a man-to-man. I don't think they're going to be able to set back in that zone defense and stop. They're too good of a shooters.
Back to 11. Let's see what happens next time up the floor for Coach Green's Chiefs. They were up to 5, headed down to 5, and now it's back up to 11.
Well, right now, Glendale is in their 2-3 zone.
.120 left here in the third quarter. Inside to Barber. Double team. Misses the shot. Glendale crowd is happy. And they'll be happier with a bucket here.
Well, they're still in their 2-3 zone.
Tyler Roman down the baseline. He's blocked from behind by Barber.
It's a good block.
He got the ball. And the Chiefs just kind of hanging in there. Just Johnson in and out.
Well, they're living by the jump shot right now, Tony. They're not getting the ball inside any.
They seem to be a little bit more patient here at the beginning of the third quarter, sensed the lead coming on, and they started shooting from the outside, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Glendale jumped back up on them with a quick 5 or 6 points, and all of a sudden they'll start to shoot the ball outside now. Now they went to that man-to-man.
Well, this is what you said they should do. It's down to 14 seconds. Falcons will be playing for 1. Wide open. McKinney, he might have walked. I think he got away with a travel.
Might have had a suitcase with him.
A foul on Brock Sanders. He definitely got away with a travel on that one. And with 7 seconds, he'll go to the line.
Well, look, we're at home.
Yeah, that's right.
You get one or 2 of those at home.
Moore and Cox go in for the Chiefs. Jason Brent, and Phil Johnson go out. Well, he won't go to the line. I was wrong. 7 seconds left. Lakin from 3, almost out of bounds to the Falcons.
3 seconds.
I'll tell you what, they've been able to pull some good out-of-bounds plays and get some good jumpers off the out-of-bounds
Well,
plays.
they set good picks for each other. You'll notice, watch them picking down.
Lakin from 3, deep in the corner, no good. But the Falcons come back after an early surge by the Chiefs to cut the lead to 5. The Falcons have stretched it back out to 11. We're back with the final quarter in just a moment. Falcon crowd really into the game here tonight. Their student section's been roaring. They still not sitting down.
Neither section has sat down at all.
Spirit bands, the Falcons with their red spirit bands and the Chiefs with their yellow.
We even have a chief over there.
Yes, that's right. They brought the chief. The Falcon is here. 6:01. Now we've got 6 minutes. Time starting to become more and more of a factor. Falcons up by 12.
Well,
now they're playing more of a keep away, aren't they?
Well, they're really not stalling the ball. What he's trying to do is get a quick backdoor cut or get the ball inside. He's not going to take any. I don't think he's going to take an outside shot or anything.
That's another foul on Barber, and I believe one more.
Well, it's getting down to the point where they're going to almost have to start fouling.
Broadus, good job of penetrating. Throws it up and in. The foul is on Phil Johnson. What I tell you? Rob Broadus just brought down the house with that one. That was a Michael Jordan move.
Well, Rob doesn't take very many shots a game, so
but he makes them when he does.
When he does, right.
Greg Barber inside. Good defense by McKinney. Had the hands up, but he gets them with the body. And I believe that is 4 on McKinney. Let's check out the official statisticians. That's his 4th foul. And Mark Wald is getting ready to come into the game. Here he is right now for McKinney. Mark Wald, 6'1" senior, replaces McKinney. McKinney's 6'2", so they won't really lose much height, but McKinney can shoot the ball. And Barber is now 0 for 3 from the line. The lead, by the way, has swelled to 15 points. That is the biggest lead of the night for the Falcons. Barber finally hits one.
Well, look for him to perhaps start fouling in a little bit right now.
If the Falcons can handle this press, it's going to be awfully tough for the Chiefs to win. Fletcher makes a deflection. Lakin, get the ball to Roman. Falcons doing a good job, patient.
They're being very patient. They're trying to get that back door.
I've been impressed with Broadus too. He handles the ball well, doesn't he? Jason Johnson gets to the lane, throws it back out. Johnson and Roman are going at it pretty good underneath.
Might have got an open back.
Back court.
That was a good call.
Greg Barber went diving for the ball. I guarantee you he's got to burn one of them floor burns. But back court call. 44 to 30. Let's see. Do you think they're right now? Maybe they'll start going for some 3-point
Well, right
bombs?
now,
Of course, he's still got 4:16 left. That's
he's
still
got
a long
plenty of time.
Pass underneath. Barber goes up with it, no good. He can't hit anything underneath there right now. Foul on Johnson. Of course, he has had some pretty good defense on him right there.
I mean, they have plenty of time to get back in the game without taking 3-pointers right now, as long as they keep playing good defense.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, does it, for things to turn around. 4:06 can seem like an eternity.
That's right.
Jason Johnson will go to the line. 45-30 now. Jason Brent will check back into the game. Greg Barber will check out. This could be an offensive type of move, and then Barber check back in on the defensive end. That's probably what Roy Green's thinking here.
Well, you come down, you take an outside shot, and you hope he can get inside and muscle himself around and get the ball.
Get some offensive rebound.
Exactly.
Back to the 15-point lead. Wyrick open in the corner. That's what they'll need. 45-32. 3:48 now.
Well, right now they're letting him pass the ball with too easy. There goes the steal.
Fletcher, boy, does a good job of hustling. Wyrick comes running. Wyrick came running past him. Had to jump over Fletcher. Excellent efforts.
Well, there goes that defense. That pressure defense is starting to set in a little bit. At Fletcher, he's a little feisty kid out there. I mean, he gets out of it on defense.
Really working hard on the defense. That's only the second foul, third team foul. 2 more, though, for the Falcons before they get in the bonus. That foul was on Jason Johnson. Brock Sanders in there for the perimeter shooting. Phil Johnson had the shot. Falcons are going to have to hit him. I mean, the Chiefs are going to have to hit him to win. Mike Fletcher. Underneath Lakin. I believe that foul is on Phil Johnson. And that's 3 now on Johnson, and Chad Lakin will go to the line, 1-on-1 bonus. We've got 2:57 now left in the game, 2:57. First one good for Lakin. He's got 16 now on the game. And he hits them both. Brock Sanders from 3. That's what they need a little bit more of. 47-35.
Not very much
now
time.
12. Running out of time, though. Now 2:45 left. Wyrick goes for the steal. Jason Johnson, good ball handler there at the center for the Falcons. Throws it away. Coach Mike Keltner wants a timeout.
Glendale.
47-35. The Chiefs down by 12. We'll be back with the final 2:30 right after this. There's just 2.5 minutes now left in the game. The Chiefs have the ball. Could see a lot of three-point missiles flying on the Chiefs side, huh?
Well, right now, that's probably what's going to get them right back in the game, is to go ahead and take a chance on making the three-pointers.
Well, that's where the three-point shot really is have changed the game, has it not?
It makes the, I mean, it gives the team a chance at least.
Fletcher penetrates. Not really a good shot. Good defense by Lakin. Wyrick, Fletcher from 3. Oh, in and out. Johnson being swarmed over. Throws it away almost inside.
It's intentional.
Foul by Sanders. There was 4 guys down here covering Johnson, who couldn't see, couldn't get out of the gold of the Kickapoo jerseys. 2 shots.
Thought we might have had an intentional foul that time.
Well, I didn't think it was really. He went pretty, I mean, he went right for the ball. It was a hard foul,
right.
No question about it. But and into the game, replacing Sanders is Steve Garner for the Chiefs. Chiefs have had a couple three-pointers ram in and out, just like that one did for McKinney.
Glendale is guarding against the three-pointer shot line out there also. It's making it hard for him to get a good three-shot.
Fletcher had that one. He had the open three-pointer. He just couldn't get it down. Scott McKinney.
See little Steve
Fletcher.
Gardner.
Johnson will be called for the foul, and Fletcher will go to the line.
Coach Green is inserting Steve Gardner here. I was trying to see what reason why he would insert Steve Gardner right now. Probably to put some defensive pressure, allow some quickness out there. Steve is a pretty good penetrator, though.
Aaron Newton checks in, a sophomore, replaces Barber. Got 1:53 left. Fletcher hits his first one. He's now got 7. Mike Fletcher 5'6" guard. Was a point guard on last year's second-place championship, second-place team.
He's a hard fighter.
State second-place team. A foul there on Fletcher, and McKinney will go back to the line. The lead's down to 7. And the Chiefs basically got their small unity in here to
to also allow some quick fouling. So he puts them in on defense for him to foul, and then he rotates them back in on offense to do the scoring. And so that's
exactly what he's doing. Newton checks out. Barber checks back in. The Falcons are going to have to hit their free throws. McKinney rolls in. For McKinney, that's 9. Chiefs have had trouble cracking that 10-point barrier here. It's been a while. Brock Sanders checks back in. He's a 3-point bomber. Right now, you just kind of fling them up there and hope they go in, huh?
As soon as you cross half court.
Just try to get a fairly open 3-point shot and go for it. Go downtown, as they say.
They don't have very much time to dribble the ball.
McKinney now has 10. Fletcher, Wyrick, boy, that's some 3-point range. Boy! Woo! He nailed that one. The pressure heavy. There'll be a foul there, I believe, on Wyrick or Fletcher. Yeah, foul on Jason Wyrick. Boy, did he go downtown on that one or not? That was another 3 or 4 feet beyond the 3-point line.
You know why he had college range on that
was
one.
College range for sure. It's down to 10. 1:38 left. This is kind of North Carolina State head coach Jim Valvano's tactic. We're going to foul them until they either make it or break it at the free throw line. That's what happened the other night, the Bears against Northern Iowa. The Bears, of course, made 41 to 44 free throws and put that game to rest.
Well, as long as you make the free throws,
thing right now.
You're okay. As long as you make the free throw, you win the game.
Fletcher, Wyrick. Holy cow! My goodness!
That might have been a little bit farther out.
That was...
Had a little...
And Brock Sanders makes the foul, but he catches an elbow. It's a technical foul, intentional foul.
Yes.
So the Falcons will get the ball in. He made that too obvious. But Jason Johnson turned around and just nailed him flush in the face with an elbow.
I thought that's what he was. I thought he was going to make a call on him.
Well, they've got to foul early. You just can't make it so obvious as that. They won't call it intentional if you go for the ball.
No, if you go for the ball, they're not going to call it intentional foul.
Jason Johnson misses the second one, but the Falcons get the ball back. And you can expect another foul coming. Back to 10-point lead. I tell you what, they just want to keep the ball out of Jason. He's going to start shooting. Jason Wyrick will start shooting from the half-court line. He's getting closer every time, isn't he? Boy, that's 2 incredible 3-point shots.
That will build your confidence, believe me.
Roman in.
That's how you beat a sticky type of defense.
Fletcher goes up with a great follow-up by Barber. Good hustle. And goes off of Johnson. That was the right call.
Yes, that was a good call.
Johnson knew it. He just tried to deke the referee on that one, Scott Smith. But he made a good call. 12-point lead, 1:03 left. Great hustle by Barber. Outstanding hustle. Back to 10. Fletcher will be called for the foul. Boy, I tell you, you got it. That was one. I don't know if our cameraman picked that one up. It was so quick.
He leaped over the back of Kickapoo.
Knocked the ball out of the hands, leaped over the bench, and then saved it back in for the perfect layup for Fletcher. That was an outstanding play.
Number 51, Chris Willingham. Replacing Phil Johnson. Jason Johnson to the line.
Chris Willingham comes in now for the Chiefs. Jason Johnson shoots for the Chiefs. Misses his first one. Barber gets the rebound.
Got to get it up quick.
Fletcher. Almost. Fletcher with the save. Back out to Wyrick. He'll probably shoot it from there. And he'll probably make it. Inside to Barber. Pass to Willingham for two. Wide open down here, McKinney. Good pass to Johnson. It's going to go in. It just hung and hung on that rim.
I think the fans pushed that one back in.
I think you're right.
I think
it was over on the Glendale side.
I don't think that one was coming out.
One of those where your heart kind of skips a beat. Please go on, please. Oh,
I see you getting a little excited over here.
Yeah, I do. I agree. I think the fans did exactly that. They wished that one in. And with a 10-point lead, 29 seconds, it'll be nearly impossible, but who knows? Wyrick from three. That's going to be long this time. 20 seconds. This game is pretty much over now.
Yes.
Lakin fouled by Barber. But the Falcons have weathered the storm. You got to admire the Chiefs for their efforts. Boy, they just did not give up. With 16 seconds left, the Falcons are going to gain a split of the season series and win this game, which is the conference game. And they will go 4-0. They're going to be pretty hard to beat. Nearly impossible to beat in the conference. Parkview is at 2-1.
Parkview is over there at Central tonight, so
Parkview's the only one that's got a shot. For Chad Lakin, according to my statistics, he now has 21 points. I see now Coach Kellner has a smile on his face, knowing, hey, this one's wrapped up. I don't care what they do. Wyrick, another three-point effort. Willingham underneath, misses the tip. 5 seconds. Broadus flings up a three-pointer, and that's it. Well, there's some outstanding plays at the end of the game. Yes, no, they have not won a conference championship yet. They have not even won a district championship. They haven't even won a state championship, but that's the way they're acting. That's how psyched up they get. The Falcons win it by 12. We'll be back with a final wrap-up in a moment.